Hey there guys, I'm just remaking a video for, not 9.6, I'm sorry, 9.7, because I saw the audio cut out, and thank you for commenting Elizabeth Sampson so I can see that. So let's just get this done really quickly. Y equals x squared plus 10x plus 5, and y equals 3x minus 1. So this is the same problem on the little review sheet. So what you got to do to both is I'm going to set them equal to each other. So, okay, so so I'm going to replace here to here. Again, it doesn't matter if you put it on the left or right. Equals x squared plus 10x plus 5. Now I'm going to do each piece at a time. First off, I'm going to add 1 and add 1. Cross that out. 3x equals x squared plus 10x plus 6. My first goal is to get everything equal to 0 and see what I could do from there. I'm going to subtract 3x. I'm going to subtract 3x. Remember to combine like terms. So the 3x goes with the 10x. So I have 0 equals x squared plus 7x plus 6. Now here's the tricky part. Here you have to figure out what I need to do in order to solve it. So you could use, now for fact, you could always use quadratic equation, but here what's important is that I could even use the basic factoring mode. So I'm going to check what multiplies to 6 and that adds to 7. Happens to be 6 and 1. So 0 equals 6, I'm sorry, x plus 6 and x plus 1. From that point on, we're going to go and split and solve. So x plus 6 equals 0, minus 6 minus 6. X equals negative 6. That's one step. X plus 1 equals 0, minus 1, x equals negative 1. So x negative 6, x negative 1. Now we're not done with this one. We need both the x and the y. So I'm going to take both of these guys and plug it back into the easier one, which is y equals 3x plus 1. So first, y, let me see, that's on camera, yep. Y equals 3 times, this is negative 6. Let's do that first because I put it on the left, plus 1. Oh, I'm sorry, minus 1. Y equals negative 16 minus 1. Y equals, no, I'm sorry, negative 18 plus 1. 3 times 6, negative 6 is negative 18. Negative 18 plus 1 is negative 19. I keep saying plus 1, I apologize. Negative 18 minus 1 equals negative 19. So your first thing is negative 6, comma, negative 19. And now let's plug in the 1, the negative 1 over here. So y equals 3 times negative 1 minus 1, negative 3 minus 1, negative 4 equals y. So the next pair is negative 1, comma, negative 4. Now let's try the next one, the second half, which I know got cut off by the video. It's going to be y equals x squared plus 11x minus 5, and y equals 11x plus 3. So I realized when I made this problem, it won't happen on your test, but on your test it's going to be a clean number. With this problem, you have to set them equal to each other, so we're going to continue doing that. So I'll put this one here. So 11x plus 3 equals x squared plus 11x minus 5. Now I'm going to do minus 3 here and minus 3 here. Cross this out. 11x equals x squared plus 11x minus 8. Then I'm going to do subtract 11x, subtract 11x. What's interesting about this one is that these completely cancel out. So I have 0 equals x squared minus 8. Now I got it equal to 0. But it looks like something from 9.4 where I can take x squared and there's no normal x, so it's just x squared. So what I'm going to do is plus 8 on both sides. Now I have 8 equals x squared. With that in mind, I'm going to square root both sides. And then I have plus or minus the square root of 8 equals x. Don't worry if you write x equals plus or minus the square root of 8. Now I usually would plug this back in to the question, but the problem is it's not a clean number. On your test, it will be a clean number, and you will have to plug it in. So I'm just going to pretend right now as if it was 8, just to practice that. So, but this is actually your final answer for this case. Again, if it's a clean number, which it will be on your test, you need to plug it in. So I'm going to pretend it's just, maybe pick a number, like let's say 10 and negative 10. So 11 times 10 plus 3. So that'll be 110 plus 3, 113 equals y. So your first one would be, I don't know, 10 comma 113. And then I can make it negative 10. So 11 negative 10 plus 3. Negative 110 plus 3. This is negative 107. So your next one is like negative 10 comma 107. Like I said, this is my mistake on the example. I didn't make it a clean one, but I just did a random practice of plugging it in. I don't think plugging it in is the concern. I imagine most of you guys get problem here where you're worried, wait, what the heck am I supposed to do at this point? Don't worry about that. Just, then you cover this up and then say to yourself, I know how to do this problem if Mr. Tobel just gave me this problem. So I'll be able to do so. Good luck on your test.